I want to now talk about some of the causes of getting carbon monoxide inside of buildings. With our normal flame type of a oxidation, in a room such as this, there's plenty of oxygen to burn. So that flame, while you can see a little bit of smoke, it's burning pretty clean, and it's mostly just taking carbon, combining it with oxygen, and emitting only carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide would be absorbed by plants and ultimately turned back into fuel, such as wood or grass or something else that could be burned or oxidized ultimately. But when you do that fire transaction in a confined space, like in the piston of a car, or often more relevant in the cases that we see, inside the sealed boiler room of a hotel. When a hotel has a furnace or a boiler or a hot water heater, they, almost by law, are required to put that fuel burning appliance inside a sealed room that is fireproof. So it'll be either a special drywall or it'll be concrete block. So inside that room, to make sure that it's fireproof, it will also not have the normal exchange of air that you would see in a room such as this, outside air. Because it's a sealed room, unless there is the proper control of incoming air, that flame may not have enough oxygen to burn cleanly. So what happens is, if the intake of the air isn't sufficient, what you'll get is, instead of carbon dioxide, you'll have this carbon monoxide formulated. The secondary problem that happens when you don't have enough oxygen for that flame is that there may not be enough heat, there may not be enough upward pressure to drive the entire exhaust up the chimney. So instead of the exhaust going entirely up the chimney and outside and being safe, there may be insufficient pressure, insufficient oxygen flow to make the entire flame, the entire exhaust, leave the building. Carbon monoxide is odorless. It is invisible. And there's really no way to know that you're breathing carbon monoxide unless either you suffer the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning or you have a detector go off. Your body, in a way, is a detector. The problem in hotels is people are often asleep when they get these symptoms. The detection of carbon monoxide would include things: flu-like symptoms, lightheadedness, nausea, vomiting, headache, and then ultimately unconsciousness. It's very important to keep in mind that carbon monoxide should not ever be inside of a building. Anytime you have an engine, a flame that is burning and does not have adequate incoming air and adequate exhaust, then you are at risk of carbon monoxide poisoning.